This is the Galaxy A52s 5G. It was launched earlier this year and finally it is in our hands. Today, we are not going to talk about gaming but instead, we will talk about its camera performance. It is equipped with a 64 megapixel quad camera setup and we will put it to test. Maboy Manila, this is Pope from ManilaShaker.com and this is the camera review of the Galaxy A52s 5G. The Galaxy A52s 5G is equipped with a quad camera setup, a 64 megapixel main shooter, 12 megapixel ultra-wide, and 5 megapixel for both macro and depth purposes. It has a nice set of specs for its cameras, however, considering its price, we expected more to its camera sensors or even a higher tier lens. Without further ado, let's move to its camera qualities. Talking about the quality of the 64 megapixel main, it is impressive and we can't criticize its capability. It outputs great colors and HDR processing is outstanding. The highlights will be drastically toned down even if it's blown out, and it is a great process for unbalanced exposure. The shadows are also great with no deep blacks that reduce information to the photo, and the colors are quite true to life with no visible color shifts. However, white balance handling isn't the best. We frequently receive a cooler temperature after sunset. This is the correct white balance, but it's called correction to correct the color of the scene, which means it needs more accuracy in its white balance detector. Even so, when there are enough light source and the sun shines, the white balance is excellent. We believe the sensor is having difficulty detecting the scene when there is no clear information or when the light source is limited. Overall, shooting with the main camera produces sharp, detailed, and true-to-life images. It still offers the best value for money. Shooting with this 12 megapixel ultra-wide, on the edges there are very few distortions but there are no visible color fringing. The only issue we found was that when there are black parts, it outputs grains and noise. However, when there are enough light source, the overall quality is best. The 5 megapixel macro, like the others, lacks an autofocus system and has a 3 to 5 centimeters fixed focus. Unless there are light source, the details on its 5 megapixel macro are fine. There are no visible grains or noise. They could have stepped this up even further if they replaced this with a telephoto lens or even a periscope lens. In terms of its selfie, the skin tone is fine. The sharpness is excellent and the blacks are not too deep. The details are preserved and the contrast level makes the image looks flattering. The output is balanced and the colors are visible in a wider range. For video recording, it can record videos up to 4K at 30 FPS on both the rear and front cameras. They all have a bit of stabilization features, and enabling super steady will vastly improve the shakiness to produce steady video, while the front selfie camera lacks the super steady feature. As for its camera features, it comes with a single take feature, night mode, pro video, slow motion, Bixby Vision, and AR zone for fun and creative outputs. Overall, for the price of 22,990 pesos, the Galaxy A52s 5G's camera's white balance detection performance is quite poor, but when it gets it right, it produces beautiful, colorful details. The supporting lenses are also of high quality, but it could have been a better camera option if they opted for a mid-tier camera sensor as well. Aside from those, the Galaxy A52s 5G is equipped with a Super AMOLED display along with a 120Hz refresh rate, a 4,500 mAh of battery paired with 25 watts fast charging, and the Snapdragon 778G 5G. You will still get what you paid for in terms of other aspects. So that is a review of the Galaxy A52s 5G. Let us know in the comment section below your thoughts about this device. Thank you guys for watching, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you will be updated with our future contents. Also, don't forget to visit ManilaShaker.com for more tech news, reviews, and comparison of the latest device. Once again, this is Pope, and mabuhay Manila!